Hey everybody, this is Andrew at Movie Clips, and I'm here to tell you about my favorite film at the LA Film Festival, and my favorite film, I think, all year so far. All year of 2013, I can't say I've had a more satisfying experience than seeing this film. It's called Short Term 12. It's by Destin, Cretton. It stars Brie Larson and John Gallagher Jr. So, where to begin on why this is my favorite film of the year so far? This movie is spectacularly written. It is incredibly performed, and it is insanely focused. And by that I mean it's a movie that jumps from humor to drama really effortlessly, almost in the same sequence. In scenes they just jump around. It takes place at a foster care facility, a temporary foster care facility for a bunch of kind of troubled teens and troubled kids. Grace and Mason are working together on the floor at this facility, and they're also a couple outside of it, and they don't do a very good job of actually hiding it. Most of the kids know that they're a couple. So basically the series of progression of events that unfold in the movie have to do with Mason and Grace and their relationship together. Mason, they both seemingly have joined the institution for different reasons. We see Mason at the 30th anniversary of his foster parents, who are insanely loving and incredibly warm and kind. And we kind of get the idea that that's how Mason wanted to join this group, and what Mason wanted to do with his life is kind of care for foster kids. And then we see Grace, and it's a very slow build as to why she's working there, perhaps. And I don't want to give away anything, but it's almost the exact opposite. The kind of like, you know, something that would fire her into wanting to do this out of almost desperation. And it's incredibly poignant how these two came together. Almost entirely different circumstances brought them together. And they're already full-fledged in their relationship by the time we start. And they are so charismatic and just so warm and alive. You root for them every step of the way. You want them to just not only be together, because they are together, but you want them to find solace in their work and in each other. And Grace is kind of slowly maybe tearing apart from him with her own demons and her own baggage that she carries. It's interesting because Destin, the writer-director, based this on a short film he made that went to Sundance, whereas incidentally, male protagonist, more in line with him, because he had the same life experiences after college, I think before film school. He said that he worked on the ground floor at an institution like this. So there's a very real sense and a genuine sense of communication between the young adult staffers and the children who are there. It's something that's very tricky to see happen in a movie. This movie really showcases that a lot of times to get through to kids and to get through each other is just to listen. And the characters do a lot of listening to each other. They open up in ways that feels very dangerous for a film to kind of venture in, because you go a little one edge or a little bit the other way, and the house of cards could completely fall, and it could feel completely ham-fisted or overtly sentimental. So there are a lot of dramatic set pieces in the movie, and they're all kind of separate from each other inside this institution and outside the institution. And no one set piece outweighs the next one. None get really too melodramatic, and that's all really due to the fact that we cannot stop caring for these leads. John Gallagher Jr., who you might know from The Newsroom, and Brie Larson, who you know from a lot of things. I love her in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It's one of my favorite movies. They are just phenomenal. It's really a poignant view of a relationship, a mature kind of 20-something relationship that you don't see a lot in films, especially geared towards young adults anymore. It's endearing and very heartfelt relationship. And their relationship with the kids is particularly moving. More importantly, this is just great drama. This is just great, heartfelt drama. It's one of those films where I just walked out and I felt better about life. I felt better about, frankly, the future state of cinema. It's just a really heartfelt movie. This is the film, I think, for the next few months when people ask me what's good out, I'm just gonna say Short Term 12, go see it. I almost don't want to talk too much about this film because I love it so much I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Just go see it. But before you do, let's go over to the movie clip scoreboard. Alright, so I'm giving this movie a 91. And considering my second favorite film at the festival, Boxing Day, was in the 70s, I think that says a lot. I don't think I would give a lot of thinks a 91, but you know what? Just throw out the scoreboard. Don't even look at the scoreboard. Go see this movie. It's just that good. You know, I spend so much time talking about films that don't work and talking about elements in cinema that doesn't work, that when I'm presented a movie that worked on every level for me, I'm almost flabbergasted. I don't know what to say. I don't know really how to respond other than to advise everybody else to go see the film. That does it for me. I'm Andrew at Movie Clips. We're at the LA Film Festival, and don't forget to keep on checking us out. We'll bring you more reviews as we watch them. Signing off.